Okay, welcome everyone to this video lecture of silicon control rectifier. Okay, in this we will see how what is rectifier, what is silicon control rectifier, and how this can be helpful in power or electronics applications. So basically, before going to start to understand the concept of SCR, okay, we'll see what is introduction. So what is SCR here is it's a silicon control rectifier. In short, it is called as SCR. Okay, so where we will have some kind of controlled over the output, which is a power electronic device, is unquestionable of the greatest interest today. It was first introduced in 1956 by Bell Telephone Laboratories. Okay, what this SCR will do is it can convert the alternating current, that is called as AC, into direct current. At the same time, it can control the amount of power fed to the load. This is combined the features of rectifier and a transistor. Okay, so what we have seen in the previous concept of rectifier is basically the rectifier is one which converts AC to DC. Okay, and if I apply a filter, so it converts AC to pulsating pure DC. Okay, तो जो रेक्टिफायर जो हम लोग पहले देखे हैं कैसे कन्वर्शन होता है, ठीक है, यह उससे थोड़ा अलग है. ठीक है, जो पहले वाला जो रेक्टिफायर था, इट डज ओनली एसी टू डीसी, नो ओनली कन्वर्शन, एनालॉग कन्वर्ट AC current to DC current. Okay, and that DC current is not a pure DC, so therefore we used some filter that is called as a capacitor filter. Now, if I want to control my output of the rectifier, that is DC, then how I can do that? That is the question mark. Okay, so therefore, just to have the control over the output of the rectifier, that is DC, we make use of silicon controlled rectifier. Your normal diode is also a silicon diode, but this SCR is a controlled rectifier where I can control my output voltage, okay, based on applying some additional voltage to the gate terminal. So in this way, the silicon controlled rectifier will work. The other application related to the silicon controlled rectifier are silicon controlled rectifiers have a very huge applications. Okay, in terms of power electronics, in terms of control engineering, in terms of some industries, okay, in terms of some machineries where the very high voltage, very high power electronic devices are available, there we can find these silicon controlled rectifier. Okay, so basically this rectifier or the silicon controlled rectifier has 4 layers. How this will look? Okay, just like your normal diode, that is PN junction diode, this silicon rectifier has also the P material, the N material, okay, and anode, cathode, okay, some additional terminal. So we will see how the silicon controlled rectifier is designed. So what is basically silicon rectifier? SCR is a 4-layer solid state device that control the flow of current. Okay, just I will try to control the flow of current. If you take a normal diode, there is no control for the flow of current. I will apply to the anode and it will flow through the cathode. That's it, normal diode operation. But if I want to control the flow of voltage through this from anode to cathode, this can be obtained by using this SCR. That is what the speciality of this rectifier. I can control the flow of current. अगर मुझे current मुझे कम चाहिए तो या मुझे ज्यादा चाहिए तो मैं उसको कंट्रोल कर सकता हूँ. Okay, and how this can be done we will see one by one. So basically SCR is a 3-terminal device. So what is normal diode? It has 2 terminals, anode and cathode, but in SCR we have 3 terminals, that is gate, anode and cathode. Now how the SCR can be helpful? So SCR has 2 use. One is switching and second is amplification. If you want to amplify the applied voltage, still you can go for amplification, or simply the SCR can also be used as a switch. As your diode is a basic operation of diode is it acts as a switch, so therefore still the SCR can also have the switching operation. Now once trying to study the symbol of rectifier, let us go for the structure of SCR. How the SCR is constructed? As of your normal PN junction diode, one is P terminal, sorry, one is P type material, another is N type material. But here in SCR, it is a 4-layer. We don't have any 2-layer, we don't have 3-layer, we have 4-layer. So the 4 layers are PN, PN structure, with the outer layers are referred to as anode and cathode, and the control terminal of SCR is named as gate. So using this gate terminal, I can control the flow of current from anode to cathode. And where this gate terminal is available, it is connected to the P-type layer located next to the cathode. Here we can see PN, PN. So this P can be acting as anode, N is cathode, and this middle P will be acting as your third terminal, that is gate terminal. And other than the construction of SCR, it says that it has 3 junctions. They are represented by J1, J2 and J3, where this J1, J2 and J3 are, out of these 3 junctions, J1 and J3 are at anode and other at cathode respectively, and J2 will be in the middle of the junction. Now you can see this pictorial representation of SCR, where the first diagram represents the simplified construction diagram of SCR. They may ask you the question in exam, what is SCR or what is silicon controlled rectifier? Explain the basic construction of SCR. So during that conditions, you need to explain how the SCR is constructed. Just look at the figure here. In figure number A, you can see this is SCR. We have 3 terminals, that is anode, cathode and gate. The current will flow from anode to cathode, okay, and this flow of current can be controlled using gate terminal G. Now this SCR has 3 junctions, J1, J2 and J3. So we connect gate terminal at P2. Okay, so this is how the basic SCR will look. Another representation of SCR is called two transistor model. Two transistor. Why the name is called as two transistor? Because the construction of SCR is made up of 2 transistor. The 2 transistor here are PNP. You can see here PNP, and second transistor is NPN. तो 2 transistor को लेके हम एक transistor बनाएंगे, that is called as SCR. We construct one SCR by making use of 2 separate transistor. So the 2 transistors are PNP and another is NPN. अब construct कैसे करेंगे? A part of P2 and a part of N1 is combined together such that one controlled rectifier is obtained. So the process of obtaining this model using 2 separate transistor is called 2 transistor model. So the 2 transistor model can also be explained in terms of the transistor representation. Here you can look here, this P1 is anode, okay, N is your base, or you can call it as this is emitter base collector and emitter base collector. So how to construct this SCR using 2 transistor is, the base of the first transistor should be connected to the collector of the second transistor, and the collector of the first transistor is connected to the base of second transistor. Okay, so in this way we go for constructing the 2 transistor model. We can see, let us call this as the base of first transistor VT1, okay, and the base of second transistor BT2, okay, BT2. And what about this? It is the collector of first transistor, and here it is collector of the second transistor. The emitter of first transistor is taken as your anode, and the emitter of the second transistor T2 is taken as cathode. This is how we construct the two transistor model. Okay, so once you go for explaining the two transistor model, draw this figure too, and explain how this construction is done. So the base of the collector of the first transistor is connected to the base of second transistor, and the collector of the second transistor is connected to the base of first transistor, and this terminal G will represent it's a gate terminal. It's a gate terminal G. Okay, and this is my cathode. So I have three terminals now. One is anode, cathode, and gate. Okay, so in this way we go for finding the two transistor model. So once you obtain the concept of the two transistor model, and by two transistor model how it is constructed using the transistor theory, then you can go for finding the applications of transistor. So let us go for finding the other various applications. So but before how the applications can be used, so let us go for the working principle of SCR. Okay, so if you look at the previous figure of SCR here, so how this can be constructed, how this can be made to work, it completely depends on the gate terminal. Now you can see the load is connected in series with the anode. Okay, and anode is always kept at high potential than cathode. Obviously, once you go for applying the voltage, right, we apply at anode, then we obtain the output at cathode terminal. Okay, so how this can be done? This can be done by connecting the load in series with anode, and the anode is always kept at higher potential than cathode. एनोड का वोल्टेज हमेशा ज्यादा रहना है कैथोड से, right? And how SCR can be operated? SCR is operated under the two conditions. What is the first condition? Gate is open. I will not connect the gate terminal. Leave blank. Gate को connect मत कर दो, छोड़ दो. Now apply the voltage at anode, but you will not find any voltage at cathode because you have not applied the gate input. Then the second case is when gate is positive with respect to cathode. Now apply the gate voltage, that is positive voltage with respect to cathode. So once you do this, you may find some output. Now what happens if you do not connect gate terminal? That is the question here, right? When the gate is open, no voltage to the gate is nothing but there is no voltage at junction J2, right? So even this SCR can be operated under the two modes. One is forward bias, another is the reverse bias. Okay, so based on the junction J1, J2 and J3, okay, I can make my SCR to operate under the forward bias or it can be under the reverse bias. Okay, so let us see what happens in the forward bias and what happens in the reverse bias. So if I want to make my forward bias, you need to do this junction J1 and J3 should be forward bias and junction J2 is reverse bias. Okay, if the junction J2 is reverse bias, then it means that the no current will flow through the device. Then what happens if there is no flow of current through the device? Then the SCR is off. Then SCR is off. That is the reason when you don't apply the gate voltage or when the gate is open, even though the SCR is under the forward bias, it will not operate. Okay, so this is the one case. Now the second case is when the gate is positive with respect to cathode. Now what I will do is first I will forward bias the SCR. Forward bias the SCR in the sense what? Apply the positive to anode and negative to cathode. What you have done in the diode? We have done in the diode, right? Positive to anode, negative to cathode. Your diode will work. But what happens in SCR? Even though if you connect the positive of the terminal of the battery to anode and the negative of the battery to cathode, right? The SCR will be in forward bias. But until and unless you don't apply the gate terminal, your diode will not work. Until and unless if you don't apply the gate terminal, your diode will not work. In the sense, the diode is must and should to be connected with respect to the SCR such that it will turn on the SCR. It is just one of the mechanism to turn on the SCR. Okay, it is just one of the mechanism to turn on the SCR. But to turn on the SCR, we may have some or other functions or some or the other methodologies. Okay, based on that methodology, we will see one by one. Now, what happens here in this SCR is, if you are having the gate voltage to be positive, okay, if you have a gate voltage which is positive, so how, if I apply the gate voltage with respect to cathode, so what we have done, I have applied positive to anode, negative to cathode. Now I will apply gate also. Earlier gate was open, so it was no current was flowing through the SCR because SCR was off. Though it is forward bias रहने के बावजूद भी आपका SCR काम नहीं करेगा. Why? Because आप गेट वोल्टेज नहीं अप्लाई करें. ठीक है. Now second case क्या करेंगे? Now SCR is forward bias. Still SCR is forward bias. Now I will apply positive of the gate voltage. Positive gate voltage को apply करेंगे. So if I apply the positive to the gate terminal, what will happen? So J3 is forward bias. Okay, why J3 is forward bias? Because plus is connected to this P type terminal and minus is connected to the cathode. So ये बन गया आपका PN junction diode. So therefore this is forward bias, right? So therefore J2 is what happens? What happens to J2? J2 becomes reverse bias. Okay, so therefore when the J3 is forward bias and J2 is reverse bias, okay, what will happen? The electrons from N type material start moving across the J3. We can see in the figure, the electrons which are there in the N type material will move towards the junction J3, right? Similarly, what happens to the holes? The holes will also move towards the P terminal. That is nothing but towards the right side, and they move towards the left side. Okay, so once they move across this junction J3 here, they are now attached to J2. They are now attached to J2, and what will happen to the gate current is the gate current is induced such that the J2 is also conducting. So earlier during the forward bias of the SCR, J2 was not conducting, but once I apply, जब मैं gate voltage apply करूँगा, आपका J2 भी काम करेगा. J2 काम करेगा in the sense what? This junction J2 will break. Okay, so what happens in the forward bias? Positive. How to write? The answer is positive of the battery is connected to anode and negative of the battery is connected to cathode. Junction J1 and J3 are forward bias. Junction J2 is reverse bias. Once gate voltage is applied at junction J2, or one gate voltage is applied positive, electrons move towards the junction J3 and holes move towards the junction P. Because of this, the junction J2 will break. Junction J2 will break and the flow of charge or the flow of current takes place from anode to cathode. This is how the SCR operates under the forward bias condition. Okay. Similarly, this SCR can also be operated in the reverse bias. What you should do? Just reverse the polarity of the battery. Connect the minus of battery to anode and positive of battery to cathode. So what will happen during that case? Junction J1 and J3 are reverse bias and junction J2 is forward bias. So when junction J2 is forward bias, then no current will flow. So therefore, just like your diode, how it operates only in forward bias, same thing your SCR will also operates under only in forward bias, not in reverse bias. SCR reverse bias में काम नहीं करेगा, सिर्फ फॉरवर्ड बायस में काम करेगा, और काम तभी करेगा जब आप उसको गेट वोल्टेज अप्लाई करेंगे तब काम करेगा, नहीं तो काम नहीं करेगा, even though it is forward bias. Okay, now based on this forward bias and reverse bias, we have the VI characteristics of diode. So what the VI characteristics of diode says that once you apply the input voltage beyond the saturation voltage, it will conduct, and once you apply the reverse voltage, your diode will not conduct. That is called as a reverse bias. There will be a small current flowing through the diode and it will reach to its peak value and then it will drop, and that blockage is called as reverse blocking mode. And we have one more mode, it is called as forward blocking mode. So what is forward blocking mode is, even though you apply the input voltage, the SCR will not turn on. SCR will only turn on or enter into the forward conduction region once you apply the sufficient gate voltage, so that your SCR will turn on. Now, based on the characteristics of the SCR, we have three states. First state is forward blocking mode. When you call forward blocking mode, in this mode or the state, the SCR operation is such that it blocks the forward current conduction that would normally be carried out under forward bias of a diode. The same thing, whatever I have told, if you connect positive of the battery to the anode and negative of the battery to cathode, diode becomes forward bias, it will conduct. But what about SCR? SCR will not conduct. Okay, but SCR will be in forward blocking mode. Forward conduction mode में नहीं रहेगा, forward blocking mode में रहेगा, even though it is a forward bias. Okay, so that is the first mode of operation. The second mode of operation is forward conduction mode. That is called as, another name we call it as on state. When it is called on state, once the SCR reaches into the conduction mode. Okay, so when SCR is said to be entering into the conduction mode, when you apply positive gate voltage. So when you apply the positive gate voltage, then only your SCR will enter into the forward conduction mode. This is the second mode. The third mode here is reverse blocking mode. So what is reverse blocking mode? In this mode, the SCR will block the current in the same way as that of reverse bias of the diode. So what is done in the diode? If the diode is reverse bias, it will not allow the current to flow. Similarly, in reverse blocking mode of SCR, your SCR will not allow the flow of current from anode to cathode, because SCR is in reverse blocking mode, or simply you call it as reverse bias. So in this way, the SCR is operated. So two modes of operations are forward bias and reverse bias, and three states are forward blocking mode, okay, forward conduction mode where the SCR is turned on, and the reverse blocking mode where the SCR is turned off. Based on the study of SCR, the SCR has some of the importance. They are small in size, okay, then reliable, they are fast and no mechanical part, and hence noiseless operation. And the applications of SCR are rectification, regulated power supply, static switches, motor speed and battery charger, and heat control, etc. So what we can conclude from the theory of SCR, that SCR are widely used in electronics. Okay, they are used in power electronics application, where the very high current is required for operation, and other than that, the electronic components, because they are very cheap, still we can go for SCR. So in this way we can go for finding the solutions for power electronics application by using SCR. So with this I conclude this topic of SCR. Thank you.